All right, I thought I'd give you an update. A couple days ago, I planted all these seeds. By the way, it takes quite a bit of time to do this, so you need to plan ahead when you're trying to do this. But these seed starting things are amazing, and I'll show you a few more details here. But this first thing was the one that I showed you that starts as a flat puck, and you fill the thing up with water, and then they expand, and then you just plant. You kind of dig out a little bit area in the top center area and put your seed in there, and then cover it back up. And so in this area, I planted 3 different types of tomatoes, jalapenos, and bell peppers. I ended up, like I said, those sticks that they give you are too long, so I ended up cutting them off with my circular saw. And then I had these onions that were sprouting out there. Now the problem, last time, I was sneezing my head off and I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, it turns out these things have some fungus or mold or something on them, and the bed started growing the mold. I don't know if you can see that, but I use this stuff, Organicide. So this is insecticide, fungicide, miticide, and it's organic in its approach. And I just put it in one of these spray bottles and spritz it. So we're going to keep an eye on this particular one. The rest of them I keep covered up. I uncovered it just to show this. This particular one is using the other, I forget what they call these things. They're Jiffy strips. And let me show you what this soil, it's not really soil. This is natural and organic seed starting mix. Okay. I keep forgetting to look on here to see what this is, but it's probably just like coconut husk or something like that. There's really no nutrition or anything in this, no fertilizers, anything like that. So that's another thing I do. I take some Miracle-Gro liquid fertilizer and I mix it up and just put that over the top just to give the seeds something to work with. And it's a very, very not harsh fertilizer. It works great for about everything. So on this particular one, I've got cilantro, okra, spinach, and cucumber in that one tray. Now, the way I kind of do things is I don't plant everything at once except for my tomatoes. I tend to put those out when I'm pretty sure they're safe, and I'll cover them otherwise. But everything else I'm going to kind of do probably about 1/3 and then 1/3 and 1/3, every couple of weeks, so that everything isn't harvested all at once. And so then over here I've got radish, turnip, just 3 radish and 2 turnip. And then these are some of the other seed onions that just didn't grow as far as they should have last year. You can see I've already got a couple sprouting just in the 2 days they've been sitting here. You see that one right there. And then over here I've got carrots and parsnip. So 3 carrots and 2 parsnip. So, so far, this is doing really well. I just wanted to give you an update with a few more details. Now, the other thing, I was at Home Depot the other day, and let me give you a few of the prices. These lights, they've jacked up the prices. They're like $50 a piece. I could have sworn when I bought them, they were 25 to 30 bucks. So I'm glad I bought them when I did. But they're 18 watts, and boy, I really like this. And then let me give you some of the other prices here. So these puck-looking things, they're about 12 bucks, I think. And then the ones that have these Jiffy trays, these are only like about 8 bucks. And then the refills on these are like 4 bucks. And then these pellets, they're actually pretty expensive. It turns out for these trays, you need 2 of these boxes. And you basically save $1, using the plastic trays over again. But a lot of times you end up cracking your trays. You got to buy them, so it's not a big savings. These other ones actually were probably not as much savings either. Well, no, it's one set, so you save half as much if you save your plastic trays, because each one of these trays holds 5 of these, and one of these is 4 bucks versus 8 bucks. But the pucks are a lot more expensive. So when I get out into the garden, I actually use some of this stuff too. I have 2 different kinds. I have Job's Organics, vegetables, and tomatoes. And then I also picked up this Garden Tone. They both have similar ingredients, and I've been happy with those, how they perform. And the other thing is, when you're done, getting your seeds, I had a little bit of an accident the other day. Some of these seeds I had left out from last year. It's in my garage or my basement, and I just didn't clean up, and I didn't put paper clips on the bags. And my grandkid came down, and he kind of dumped things all over. By the way, it's kind of hard to separate these out when they get dumped. So, get them back in the bag, and I need to get them in a Ziploc even, and maybe I can get another season out of some of these. The amount of seeds you get in these things are just, way more than probably I can use, even with my, 2,000 square foot garden, but especially with the variety I'm trying to grow. So if you can stretch it another year, that's always a good thing. So just a couple tips here. Hopefully you can have some success. This worked out really well for me last year. Like I said, I got sick, and I just couldn't go with another 2 or 3 beds filled up. So we just got what we got. The carrots turned out amazing. I ate one of them the other night, and it's outstanding. I did buy 6 or 8 cases of mason jars, so I'm about ready to get back to canning again. I've got a bunch of rabbits and chickens that I've got to process. In fact, I got to empty this freezer out. I took 2 more chickens out, but I need to get this completely cleaned out, because in 2 months I'm going to have more chicken that I got to fill up here. I just ordered 40 chicks, and I'm hoping my friend will take about 10 of them anyways. I only wanted to grow 30, but it was cheaper to buy 40, so I did. And maybe I'll end up having 40 chickens that I got to mess with. All right, have a great day, and I hope everybody's treating you well. Make sure you look at my video the other day about, calm down, the world's not ending, because it's true. You go look at the data doesn't support it. Maybe things are going to degrade, maybe not, but there's no data to really support, except for the amount of snow the northern hemisphere is getting, but everything else is calm. So Dobson 777A out. Have a great day.